Welcome, children. In the previous session, we studied about the statement of Pythagoras theorem, the specific names of a right angle triangle, and the statement in detail. We understood it through means of an illustration. What the relationship between the sides of a right angle triangle. So now the statement, as you all know, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the perpendicular and the base. Means length of hypotenuse square is equal to length of base square plus length of perpendicular square. So we are taking a right angle triangle, as you can see in the figure. In this, the hypotenuse is colored green, the base is colored red, and the side perpendicular is colored black. In the activity, what I do initially is I am going to take 8 copies of this, exact copies, congruent copies of this. Means they are same in shape and size, they are same. That's what the meaning of congruence. 8 copies of this triangle. As you can see, copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of this triangle I have taken. After this, I am going to take a square. As you can see, it is displayed, it is shown in the screen. It is a square, but the square is very specific square. It is a specific, how specific it is, why specific it is. The length of the side of this square is equal to the sum of the perpendicular and the base. The square that I have taken here, let us check whether it is the sum of the side of the square is equal to the sum of perpendicular and base of the triangle. See here, the perpendicular, I have taken it over and it is aligned from the left, this one. So the perpendicular and base put next to each other like horizontal lines, it completely covers the length of the side of the square. Therefore, the length of the side of the square is equal to the sum of the perpendicular and base of the given triangle. The other side also we will check the adjacent side of this one. So just we will check this animation. We are taking the entire line colored line group, colored red and green, red and black. You see here, it comes like that, and so here also it is completely overlapped with the vertical side of the square. Therefore, it is a square as described. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take these first 4 triangles and we are going to make an arrangement in that as shown in the animation. The first triangle turns right by 90 degree and aligned at the left top corner of the square. In such a way, the 90 degree angle vertex of the triangle, right angle triangle, and the left top vertex of the square coincide. So it is aligned as you have seen. The next one, the other triangle, it is rotated about 180 degree and aligned next to it horizontally with the top side as shown in the figure. The third one triangle, it is aligned inside the square with the base aligned with the base of the square. Base of the triangle aligned with the base of the square, and the 90 degree vertex of the triangle aligned with the left bottom vertex of the square. The final one, it is rotated left by 90 degree and aligned as you have seen in the square. So the 4 copies, exact copies of the triangle, given triangle, it is aligned and put over the square. So now you see the entire square is not covered. Only the 4 triangles have covered them without any overlapping. And if you see, there is an uncovered portion at the center. It is white color as it is. The rest of the colors are the triangles colors. So if you take that white color shaped figure, it should be a square. Why should that be a square? Because you see the sides of this white uncovered part, they are all the hypotenuse of the given triangle, green color edge of the triangle. So these are the hypotenuse of the given triangle. But whereas it is the uncovered portion of the square. The uncovered portion is a square of side equal to the length of the hypotenuse of the triangle. So now, what is the area of this uncovered portion? Side square means hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse multiplied by hypotenuse gives hypotenuse square. So this is one way of finding the uncovered portion. We have found that the uncovered portion in this case is hypotenuse square. Area of the uncovered portion is hypotenuse square. Now we are going to take exact copy of the square which we have took earlier. So in that one we are taking an exact copy of it. As you have seen in the animation, it's exactly an exact copy. Now we are going to arrange these 4 triangles, right angled triangles, which are copies of the given triangle, exact congruent copies. We are going to arrange them as shown in the figure. See the animation, it will be easy for you to understand. So as you have seen that we have arranged them like this. It is all evident from the animation. You can see it, you will understand it better. See, after keeping all the triangles in such a way that they are not overlapping and they have no gaps, 2 rectangles are formed with the 4 triangles. Okay, and there is a white, this portion which is uncovered, and a small other one which is also uncovered, and these 2 must be squares again. There is a bigger square and smaller square. Why this should be necessarily be a square? Because if you see, there is a red colored edge of the right angle triangle. It is the base of the triangle. So this side also it is red colored, which is the base of the triangle. And you know this is 90 degree, and this is a square means opposite sides are parallel. This bigger triangle should be a square of side equal to the base of the given right angle triangle. So it is a bigger triangle, bigger square. There is another smaller square. Should that be a square necessarily? Yes, because if you see that black edge of the triangle or the square, that black edge means it is the perpendicular of the given triangle. So this side also it is a perpendicular of the given triangle, and this is 90 degrees. Therefore, this smaller square, smaller shape should also be again a square. So given this, you can say the smaller square is made up of perpendicular. PPR means perpendicular. 2 sides are perpendicular. The area of the smaller square will be area equal to perpendicular square, means perpendicular multiplied by multiplied. Similarly, area of this bigger square will be, it is made up of the sides which are the bases of the right triangle. Therefore, the area is equal to base square, which is base multiplied by base. So the same square taken whose side is equal to the sum of the base and perpendicular of the given triangle, right triangle. And in that we have made one more arrangement with the same 4 right angle triangles. Here also we have got some uncovered portion. So in both these, the uncovered portion area should be equal. Area of uncovered portion in both the squares must be the same. Why? I have explained you. Both the squares, the bigger squares in which we have placed the 4 congruent right angle triangles are same. So after this you come to understand that the area of uncovered portion in both the squares must be the same. Okay. So in this one, you infer that in the left hand side it is the area of hypotenuse square is the uncovered portion area. On the right hand side, on this square, so in this one, if you see the area of the uncovered portion on the right hand side in this triangle is a square, base square and perpendicular square. Okay. So area of the uncovered portion in this square, bigger square, is base square plus perpendicular square. These 2 must be equal. Therefore, length of hypotenuse square should be equal to length of base square plus length of perpendicular square. This is an activity proof. You can try it at your end by taking necessary materials at your end. And thank you for the patient listening. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you.